This is Miss Harris here to talk to you about multiplying decimals. Your steps. First thing you're going to do, set the problem up like a regular multiplication problem, whether you're working it the standard algorithm way or you're working it with the area model. Set it up like a regular number. Step 2, you're going to solve the problem like the decimal is not there. So if you're using the standard algorithm, if your number is 1.42, then you set it up as 142. Step 3, count how many digits are behind the decimal point in both the top and bottom numbers that you're multiplying with. Then step 4, place the same amount of digits that are behind those decimal points. Place that same amount behind the decimal point in your answer. And you're going to count starting from the back of your number. So let's see how that looks. First up, we have 4.4 times 3. So I'm going to set it up like a regular multiplication problem. So when we added and subtracted, we lined up the decimals. But for multiplying, we do not line the decimals up. We line the numbers up like a regular multiplication problem. So remember, you start in the ones place. So 4 times 3 is 12. Your 2 carry your 1. 4 times 3 is 12 plus the 1 you carry, 13. Now that I've worked the problem like regular multiplication, I'm looking at each number in the problem to see how many digits are behind the decimal point. In this first number, I have 1 digit. In the second number, I do not see the decimal point. Remember, it's at the end when I do not see it. So I do not have any numbers behind the decimal point. In all, there is only 1. So I start at the back of my answer and 1. So 13.2 is my answer. 5.4 times 1.2. It just so happens the way the decimal point is where the decimal point is located in the numbers. It just so happened they're lined up. But my focus was lining up my numbers. Starting the ones, working like a regular multiplication problem. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. Remember, when you finish with a number, cross it out. I'm sharing the 1 now with everything up top. However many numbers I crossed out, that's how many placeholders or zeros I need. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. I'm done with every number at the bottom. So I'm ready to add. Okay, I'm not done because I need to put the decimal point somewhere. Looking at this first number, I only have 1 digit behind the decimal point. Looking at this second number, there's only 1 digit behind the decimal point. Altogether, 2. So I start at the back. 1, 2. 6.48 is my answer. If you're using the area model, work it like the decimal point is not there. So I'm looking at 54 times 12. Remember your steps for area model. If not, there is a video for multiplying with the area model. So however many digits I'm using, that's how many sections I need for each number. 54 expanded form is 50 and 4. Expanded form for 12, 10 and 2. Remember, everything on the side goes all the way across. 4 and 4. Everything at the top needs to go all the way down. You're multiplying inside the boxes. And there. So now I need to multiply. Remember, you can look at what's not 0. 5 times 1 is 5. And then I have 2 zeros in the box, so I need 2 zeros in my answer. Next, I have 5 times 2 is 10 and 1 0. Next, I have 4 times 10 is 40 and 4 times 2 is 8. And ready to add. Remember to keep everything lined up on your problem. If you have to draw your line, draw a line. Okay, so I have 648. Now I need to go back to the original problem. I have one digit in that first number, one digit in the second number, so 2 in all. So 1, 2, 6.48. Next up, 3.41 times 4.2. So see, I did not line those decimals up. I'm lining up my numbers like regular multiplication. Starting the ones place, sharing everything at the top. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. I finish with a number. I cross it out. However many numbers I cross out, that's how many placeholders I need. So now I'm using the 4. Share with everyone up top. 4, 16, 6 carry the 1. 12 plus 1 is 13. Now I'm ready to add. 13. Okay, now that I have an answer, I go and look and see how many numbers behind the decimal point in the problem, top and bottom number. There are 2 in the first number and only 1 in the second number, altogether 3. Start at the back. 1, 2, 3. Let's go say you want to do the area model, those that's using the area model. So now I'm using 341 times 42. Set up your area model based on how many digits are in the problem. My first number has 3 digits. I need 3 sections. Second number only has 2 digits. I only need 2 sections. 341 expanded form, 3 writing on the wrong side. Remember to put it on the side that has enough boxes for that number. So 340 and 1, 40 and 2. All the way across is 40. All the way across is 2. All the way down is 300. Uh, 40 and 1. First box, 4 times 3 is 12, and I have 3 zeros. Next box, 4 times 4 is 16 and 2 zeros. Next, I have 40. Next row, 3 times 2 is 6 and 2 zeros. Then I have 8 and 1 zero. And last, I have 2. Ready to add. And I write my answer up at the top. 2, 12 carry the 1, 7, 3, and 1. Okay, then I look up at the problem. 2 digits behind the decimal in that first number, 1 digit behind it in the second number, altogether 3. Start at the back, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next problem. 2.34 times 2.6. Remember, I'm not lining those decimals up. I'm lining up the numbers. Set it up like regular multiplication. Starting the ones. 24, carry the 2. 18, 20, carry the 2. 14. Finish with a number, cross it out. However many numbers I cross out, that's how many placeholders I need. Next number, 8, 6, and 4. Ready to add. Okay, then I look and see how many digits are behind a decimal in the first number and how many in the second number all together. So 1, 2, 3. And if you're going to do the area model, I'm looking at 234. Remember to set up your area model, set the numbers up like the decimal is not there. And 2, 20 and 6, 234. So 20 all the way across the top row, 6 going across the bottom, times 200 straight down. Times 30 all the way down, times 4 all the way down. 2 times 2 is 4 and 3 zeros. Next, 3 times 2 is 6 and 2 zeros. Then I have 80. At the bottom, I have 12 and 2 zeros. Then I have 1 0 and 18, and then 24. So 4, 16, 17, 18, 8 carry the 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5, 6. And look at your numbers that you started with, 2 digits behind the first one, 1 behind the second one, all together 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, last one, I believe. Set the problem up like a regular problem. Remember to press pause and work these out before you watch the answer, please. And I'm making a simple mistake by writing my problem down wrong. So make sure you watch out for that. All right, ready to multiply. 6 carry the 1, 9, and 2. Cross out. I need 1 placeholder because I cross out 1 number. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry the 2. 12, 13, 14. 4, carry the 1, 3, and 4. Cross out. I need 2 placeholders now because I have 2 numbers crossed out. And 8, 4, and 1. 6, 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 8, 9, and 1. Then look at the problem. How many behind the decimal point? 1 in the first number and 2 in the second number. All together 3. Start at the back. 1, 2, 3. 3. There are 3 numbers behind my decimal. And if I'm going to do it with the area model, I'm looking at 148 times 132. Set the box up. I need 3 for each row. Okay. No, it does not matter where I set it up at because both numbers have 3. All the way across is 100 for the first row. Next row is 40 all the way across. And 8 all the way across. Top going all the way down is the 100 for this section. All the way down, next is 30. Make sure you put in the right digits and the right numbers in the correct box. So if you go all the way across for everything and all the way down for everything, you should be okay. So 1 times 1 is 1, and I have 4 zeros. Next, I have 1 times 3 and 3 zeros. And then I have 200. Next, I have 4 and 3 zeros. Then 12 and 2 zeros. Next, I have 80. In the last row, 800, 24, and 1 0. Can I get the last number on there? 16. And I'll put my total on the other side. Ready to add. So I have 6, 12, 2 carry the 1, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, and then I look at my problem. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, all together 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed. Please start the video over and practice, and follow your steps. Thank you.